Hello and welcome to a new section. In this section, we are going to build a red keylogger using .NET remoting system. So far, we have already completed 2 of the 3 keylogger projects. We have already done standalone keylogger and the email keylogger. So now our focus will be on the red keylogger. So a red keylogger is able to send the keystrokes to a command and control server remotely. Remote keylogger red. This is a basic overview of the design of the system. On the left is your victim's computer with the keylogger client red installed. It has also got the interface.dal that provides the remoting technology. On the right is the attacker's computer with the command and control server installed. This will be the graphical user interface with all the necessary buttons and user interface elements. And it has also got the interface.dll with it. And then the attacker's command and control server will have these 2 commands implemented, get command and send keystrokes. These 2 commands are advertised by the interface.dll so that the victim's keylogger client red can call these commands remotely through the interface. And on the left here, the keylogger client red will be able to use the interface.get command to get the command remotely. Whatever the attacker wants the victim's computer to do, it will then fetch the command and see what it's supposed to do. This is nothing new, we have already implemented this in the previous lesson. I only put it here because we are going to add a stop client command so that the command and control server can send a command to the victim computer to terminate and shut down the client. What is new is the second one, the keystrokes, send keystrokes. So this send keystrokes command is implemented on the command server and advertised by the interface. So when the victim computer wants to send the keystroke file, it will use this command. So every regular intervals of 15 seconds or any other interval which you can change and set as to your liking, it will then call this command, send keystrokes, and pass it the strings that it will read from the send keystrokes text file. So this send keystroke will then be called remotely, and then when the command and control server receives that keystrokes, it will then save it locally. This is the user interface design for the control and command server for our new red keylogger. This will be run on the attacker's machine. On top, you will see a text box. This text box will show the keystrokes on the client red. And at the bottom, you have 2 buttons, the get keystrokes button and the stop client button. The get keystrokes button, when you click on it, it will display the keystrokes inside the text box. And these keystrokes are actually the keystrokes that are typed on the client keylogger client red machine. The stop client button, when clicked, will terminate and shut down the client red. And this is the more detailed remote keystroke capture architecture. On the left, you have the keylogger client red. On the right is your command server. And this is the user interface that you will see on the command and control server. When the user on the attacker machine clicks on the get keystroke command, it will check whether the keystrokes.txt file exists on the attacker's machine. If it exists, it will then read the contents and then display it inside the text box. But if it does not exist, it will not display. On the keylogger client red machine, every 15 seconds, it will call the send keystrokes method remotely, and then it will read whatever keystrokes that has already been saved in the keystrokes file and send it over to the command and control server. Now, how the keystrokes are being created, I will not go into that again because we have already done that in the previous section. So in this section, we are only concerned with how the keystrokes txt file are being sent over. So this is how it does it. It will read the keystrokes file, read whatever strings that are inside it, and then send it as a parameter to the send keystrokes method, which is on the server side. So when the server receives these keystrokes, it will open a file called keystrokes.txt. If the file does not exist, it will be created, and whatever keystrokes that has been sent over will be saved to this file, so that when the user on the attacker machine next clicks the button get keystrokes, it will read the contents of this file and display it in the text box. So basically, this is the high-level conceptual design for the red keylogger system. So in the next video onwards, we are going to do practical walkthroughs to start implementing this system. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.